Yeah, no, so this video camo is the PoE 2 Witch gameplay walkthrough. We haven't had a chance to watch it yet ourselves, so we're going to watch it right now with all of you and see what they're doing with it. Now, I'm typically not a magic user, so this may not be the most, you know, exciting thing for me, but I'm sure it's still going to look cool.
I'm certainly not supposed to be here.
This definitely has a necromancer vibe with all the summons. That's right, we're gonna have a dodge roll.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2, and I'm here today to talk about the Witch.
Okay.
Most classes have access to some kind of minion, but if you want to control an army, the Witch is probably the class you want to pick. In PoE 2,
Okay,
most
so it's going to be
require summoning manually.
along the lines of the
This scepter gives
necromancer.
me a couple of free warriors, but it's also going to give me another resource called Spirit, which you can spend on whatever minions you want. You can see the Spirit bar above the mana here. On the skill screen, you can pick the composition of your army. This is a level 2 area, so I can only afford one other minion. I'll pick a sniper for now.
You can stay in the back with me.
It's nice, you get to choose what type of minion you summon.
When minions die, they'll be revived automatically so long as no other minion has died recently. So before your next battle, all your minions will come back to life. You can also order your minions around with a dedicated button. Tell them to move.
Oh, okay, so they'll respawn
Attack
like
enemy,
on their own.
or even open a chest or door for you.
Open that.
We also have temporary minions. This spell is called Unearth. If it kills a monster or if it hits the corpse of a monster, it creates these bone constructs.
I actually really like
They
that.
can't take many hits and have a limited lifetime, but you can build up a real army with these.
Yeah, very, very, very necromancer-like.
While my minions are attacking, I'm going to use some debuffs on the monsters too. The first one I'm going to use here is Contagion. If a monster dies with Contagion, it spreads to nearby enemies. Each time it spreads, the damage increases, so it's a good idea to try and keep the infection going.
Okay, so they're really leaning into the whole
Summon a minion from them.
class
the minion will get
archetype
infected as
thing.
well. Each time they hit an enemy,
here.
they'll continue infecting them. It's nice to have an army of infected scorpions on your side. I also
There you
have
go.
another chaos debuff called Essence Drain. This one does even more single target degen. If the monster is infected with contagion at the same time, then the Essence Drain will spread as well. This can turn into a real plague of destruction. Another minion type I can summon.
That's actually, that actually is very
They
cool.
require a corpse.
Okay.
These will do nicely.
They don't come back to life if they die, but they're fairly tough and can bolster your minion numbers. Many minions also have command skills. I can order my sniper to deploy a gas arrow on the battlefield to get some damage over time. Now I'm going to summon a skeletal arsonist. They can throw little fire grenades, but they also have a command skill that can detonate your own minions that are low on life.
That was weird.
When you see the red indicator, use the skill and the minion will go boom. It's particularly nice on these bone constructs because they expire quickly anyway. So, let's take all these tools we've found and fight the boss of this area, the Carrion Crone.
All right. All right, she looks cool. I really love that ground spike animation, actually.
So, that's how many minions you can get at level 2. But let's see what minion gameplay looks like at a higher level. This is
Alright.
a 30 area. I want to try
Are we just gonna?
different types of
an
minions.
armada, just an
I sort of
absolute
like 60
legion of
warriors.
minions.
There's a lot of different types to choose from, like brutes for stunning or ice mages for freezing, and most of them come with their own special abilities or command skills.
Oh, so you actually get a nice bit of.
For now, I'd like a couple
Variance.
of storm mages to shock enemies, a cleric to heal and revive my minions, and a bunch of reavers as well. Reavers do high damage,
Yeah,
and
sure.
also enrage them before battle. This slowly kills them, but my cleric should be able to keep them alive. While my minions are attacking, I can use channeled skills like Bone Storm, which creates a devastating volley of sharp spikes. The Storm Mage has a useful ability if lots of your minions die. He can summon a lightning storm to strike the location of every dead skeleton in your army.
What?
Just like that.
What?
We also have a type of skill called Offerings. These let you impale one of your skeletons on a big spike of bone in order to buff all of your other minions.
All right, this is definitely witch. It's very
Pain Offering. It makes all of my other minions faster.
necromantic mage.
After the battle, we have some extra corpses. We don't want those to go to waste.
It's very
Profane
necro.
Ritual consumes a corpse to create a power charge, which can power up some of my other spells. If I use them to summon zombies, I can create super zombies, which are more powerful. You also don't need a corpse to summon them.
Yeah, the question will be how quickly do these types of things die against, like, an actual, like, boss
I can also use power charges to channel
kind of
Bone
deal.
Storm. If I do that, it adds a devastating AoE.
Ooh. I love that visual of the spears being summoned around in a circle.
In PoE 2, even non-boss monsters can be pretty devastating, like this Faradin Impaler. There's a wide variety of abilities and is pretty tough to defeat.
Oh my god, those
But maybe I can
visuals.
put the body to a better use. This is a Bind Spectre gem. Using it, I can take the body of any enemy and capture its spirit so that I can keep it as a minion.
Huh?
Any monster can be captured, but the spirit cost depends on how powerful the monster is.
What?
It takes a lot of spirit for such a powerful enemy, so I'll have to unsummon a lot of my other minions, but it certainly seems like it might be worth it.
Give me your essence.
If the Spectre dies...
Wait, that's actually really cool.
For a short
That's
time.
very solo leveling. We're going solo leveling. We're taking the shadows of defeated foes
So, I think
and building our own armada.
Tor Gull the Defiler.
You are relentless,
What?
and that makes you predictable. The end of my...
That's actually, I can't lie, that's pretty sweet.
Back in the hole. Wither away.
Thorgul the Defiler. Ah, yes, the sweeping. Oh. Okay. Okay, so we can see his minions are dying. But is he able to just instantly revive them? Okay, it looks like it. But I mean they die again. Which is good. They should die, you know. As long as you're expending resources to, you know, bring them back and upkeep them. You don't want them to be too squishy, but you also don't want them to be, you know, unkillable. These visuals of this boss and the animations are amazing. Don't let me down with the melee classes, please. You made this witch so cool.
None will stand in my way.
Dude. Okay. Early access, late 2024. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Wow. That was really freaking good. That was cool. That was pretty cool. There's no arguing that at all. Anybody who says that that's not cool, I don't know. It's definitely not taking that same tone of PoE 1. They're definitely leaning into that more very, very defined class type of thing, and less of the, you know, everything can do anything kind of deal. But you know, it looks good. I mean, it looks really good. It looks smooth. The visuals of the abilities were really nice. I mean, from the get-go, the moment I saw the spiked ground effect that they used to summon additional right there, this was really cool.
Unearth.
That was as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, wait. I was like, all right, this is a beginner ability and it's already cooking. One, I love the way it looks because it's just bones fragmenting out of the ground like that.
If it kills,
and then it's making use of the corpses and just summoning like mini minions, not like full on minions like this, but they're like, you know, just very disposable whatever minions that come out of it. That's a cool interaction. That's a good like use of that ability, and that's a great visual effect of that skill. The idea of being able to go as far as make use of like mini bosses and other powerful mobs in the game, like they did with this, when this fight started here, that circle of spears going out like that was amazing. This was so satisfying to see. This is incredible visual work. I loved everything about that. And then during the fight, there was another firing of the spears.
Maybe I can put the body to a
that went out over there.
This is a bind spear.
Let me see if we find it real fast.
There's a too. Even non-boss monsters can be pretty devastating. Like this.
I guess we missed it.
But maybe I can put the body to a better use.
Oh no, the NPC did it.
Spectre gem. Using it, I can take the body of any enemy and capture
but this,
it so that
sorry, that was later on. But that right here, and I like that they have it in a way so that it's designed where it has a spirit cost
on how powerful the monster is. Summon a lot of my other minions.
And so you have to unsummon other stuff. You don't just get to like keep ramping up your forces. It's more than just swapping out one of the choices, right? They took this skeletal gem out and put that one in there, the soul gem. And it's not as simple as just putting the gem in and out and you have access to it along with all the others. It's, hey, there's a spirit cost to this. It doesn't matter that this is taking up a socket spot, that has a socket spot, that has a socket spot. There is a resource limit to it, and you have to unsummon a bunch of this stuff, even though it's slotted, so that you can make use of that. And I think that that is a good way to incorporate that, that type of system. That's a good way to have balance with that type of summoning design. So very, very keen on that. I'm liking that. And then, you know, just the boss. The boss is so cool. It has a great design. Great design, very detailed, drastic animations that we're gonna see. Boom. Love the sweep there. The ground rot, the AoEs, making use of a full 360 platform where it's like the boss is in the middle. Great. It's not just, a Kitava half platform boss kind of deal, which is that's a very common thing with platform bosses, is it's usually half of it. You're only worrying about one half of what you're fighting. But for this, you get to make use of the full circle of this platform. Very cool. And I'm glad the minions aren't, you know, unkillable, but they're also not like instantly dying. You can see them like taper off a little bit over time here with their counts. And then you resummon them, that kind of deal. So I think that's a good use of it. That's a great ability as well, where it's spread out with all the fire eruptions. So a lot going on with the boss as well. Just all of it was good. They were cooking. they were cooking. So Witch already setting the bar very well. Very well. Witch, good bar to start at. I'm hoping they can make the melees just as interesting. It's just me though, but I'm melee brain. So, you know, I'm going to be really particular personally. But, you know, if they bring that same level of play to all the classes, this is going to be a very, 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 very good game for sure. Looking forward to the early access of it later this year. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for watching that with us. That was really cool to see. Thank you for bugging me to watch it. I hadn't watched it. This has been out for 5 days. But yeah, thank you all so much. We're definitely going to be keeping more up to date with, you know, the class releases now for sure, and any gameplay info that they drop. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to catch us live on Twitch, you can at twitch.tv/Sav. Take care and have a good one.